And thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Victoria Teresco, and I'm the account manager for the Atlantic region.
And I'm Hannah Monson, and I am the account manager for the South Atlantic region.
And we're located in snowy Cleveland, Ohio.
So here at OverDrive, we are always trying to be on the forefront of what is happening with books, with schools, with Edtech, anything that's going on in the industry. But we also know that you guys are really busy, and webinars don't always fit into your schedule. So we decided that every week we will put out a 5-minute or less video talking about what we found interesting in the industry, OverDrive, literacy, EdTech, schools, featuring schools that we work with that have done something cool.
If there's an interesting story you'd like us to share, feel free to email us.
Absolutely. This is just a resource to try and help you get your students reading more with interesting things that we find and think might help you.
Exactly. Hannah, how'd you end up at OverDrive?
Well, I am currently studying to be a librarian. I'm working on my MLIS. And when I decided that I wanted to be a librarian, I moved from Seattle to Cleveland to work here at OverDrive so I could work with books, librarians, people who love books, schools. Just I like being around books.
That's fair.
And how did you end up here at OverDrive?
Well, to be honest with you, my favorite movie growing up was Pagemaster. Have you ever seen that?
I have not.
I love that movie. It's about this little boy that ends up in a library. So
That sounds like something I would like.
yeah, you should watch it. Macaulay Culkin, isn't it?
That's weird.
Anyway, so I always knew that I would kind of work with books, and I love working with people, so it's a great fit.
Absolutely. And before we go, we just wanted to introduce ourselves a little bit, show you that you might correspond with us via email or phone call, but we're really here to help, and we're not just, faceless computers at the end of an email. We're people. So, Victoria, what is a fun fact about you?
I recently adopted a dog named Walter, and he is a Poodle Bichon mix. He's about this big.
He is very, very cute, and I'm sure she will be happy to show you pictures if you ever
Yes.
are in the market for that.
Hannah, what's your fun fact?
I collect editions of Little Women. It's my favorite book, and so because it's in the public domain, it's been published a lot of times, and so I have I think right now I have 45 editions, including my mom's copy from when she was growing up, a copy a coworker gave me from the 1920s, and several abridged and children's and illustrated editions. So I love those.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We're excited to take on this video project, and we will try our best to put out a new video each week.
Absolutely. Of course, if you have any questions, if anything rings true with you and you want more help, please feel free to reach out to us, email, phone call, Twitter, anything that works for you. We'd be happy to work with you and help you engage your students more. Have a good week.